What is up, everyone? Brandyn Pokrass of the League Winners here once again for another interview. Today, we are here with FAU commit Sean Williams. Sean, how you doing today? My first question for you: you are obviously the first commitment of the Zach Kittley era at FAU. Want
Mm.
to ask you what made the school stand out to you, and what ultimately made you decide to commit there?
It was really just the communication with the coaches. Like the school, that was the school that seen they loved me the most, and that's what I loved about them. Everything was good. The family liked it, so it was really it wasn't a hard decision for me for real. I loved the school, the family loved it, and the communication from the coaches was great. So it made me love the school and go ahead and make my decision to commit.
That's awesome. And now shifting to you on the field as a run defender, from watching you, you consistently make plays in space. You consistently make tackles downhill. Want to ask you what goes into your mentality as a run defender at the secondary positions you play, and then the second part of that, does that approach change as you face different schemes, different plays, different offenses?
Knowing that I'm a leader in the back end. Example, I got to go up and make a play. If I see a play need to be made, I'm gonna go make it. So that's just the type of mentality that I got when I'm out on the field. Different schemes and stuff. We watch film a lot at my school, so we know what we're going against. With different formations, I could tell like it's only certain stuff that they can run out different formations. So that does help me out a lot. And knowing that I'm like calling out the out there, I'm directing stuff. So that also helps. And then the teammates that I got around me, they smart. They know what they're doing. So they help me out even more.
And then that ties into what I want to ask you next about your coverage skills, because some of my favorite plays I saw you make were you displaying your range and speed and ball skills and coverage.
Mhm.
How do you like to approach the different coverages that you're asked to play?
It just depends on what they're running. So I could disguise some, come out in some different, try to give the QB different looks so it don't look like the same look every time. That helped me a lot. I just like to make plays for real, I ain't gonna lie.
And you also mentioned how you like to move around the formation, how you're used in a lot of different ways as a
Mhm.
defensive back. How do you approach facing different types of wide receivers? Are there certain signs or tells that you look for against your opponents? Or is there something that you like to change up? Like maybe you want to throw a curveball into how you approach covering a wide receiver to make sure, like, hey, these guys watch film. Let's give them something different that they might not see coming.
It just depends on what we see in film that week. Like it could be different techniques that you play against them, and then what I like to do when I'm going up against a receiver, even if it's a run play, they might give me a release, but I'm switching up the technique, different stuff, showing them different stuff all game, so it's not the same look, so they can counter that look.
Is that something that you adjust on the fly? Like maybe in the game, if a receiver's doing something different that you might have not seen on film, that you now make that adjustment?
Definitely.
And then moving on to another question, tying into your play on defense, what's your favorite defensive play call? That play call that when it comes into the linebacker, whoever has the green dot, essentially, you're like, yes, it's go time, time to show up.
Uh, at my school, I ain't gonna lie, we run a lot of man. So playoffs, we go man and man. That's really me. He'll send a blitz, nickel blitz, linebackers blitz, but we in man. We in man on the back end. So it's McQuarrie or it's no help, or we got one high safety. So you really don't got no help. So for me, it's man.
That's awesome. And now shifting towards your senior year, as you head towards your last year of high school, what have you been the most focused on improving this summer at your position?
Becoming a better leader. I ain't gonna lie, because now it's really on me to lead. Like last year it was on me to lead. I was leading a little bit, but this year is definitely on me to lead. So I'm trying to become a better leader, set the example for the people that's playing out there with me, to show them like what we're doing, what's going on, different stuff like that. So for me, this summer has been becoming a better leader.
Has there been anything you've already implemented for like heading towards that goal this summer already?
Um, it's different stuff in practice and stuff. So like. We big, my school big on running to the ball. So if you ain't getting to the ball, it's the loaf. So if you loafing, 10 up downs. That's what they holding me accountable on. And if I don't hold them accountable for that, coaches hold me accountable. Because we really want a player-led team this year. So that's what we focused on.
And now a question that I ask everybody that I interview. And it's as follows. If there was one player, past or present, who you could have as a mentor or coach, who would it be and why?
Um, Past or present. My favorite DB right now is Patrick Surtain. I ain't gonna lie. But if it was a mentor, I say I say Dion because I see what he does with the kids and stuff like that. I like what he does. Like he seemed like a good coach, a good person, and he seemed like a player coach. Like I like a player coach that the players can relate to, different things like that.
You mentioned Sertan. Is that a player you also try to model your game after when you're on the field?
Definitely, when I'm in press man too, he definitely physical. I like how physical he played the game. So I like Patrick Surtain game.
That's awesome. I definitely see that pop up for you on tape, and definitely the ball skills that come with that. But heading into my last question, and as you head into your senior year of high school, what do you want to showcase this season? And then on top of that, what goals or milestones do you have for the season?
I just want to showcase me being the dog. Like we going out there making plays. Everybody out there making like I want to be the star on the field. You know, somebody that they can count on to make a play in a big time moment. Different things like that. Like I just want to show out this year. Main goal for the year though is to win the ring, win the 15 game, get over that hump. So that's the main goal for me. Keeping the main thing the main thing. I want our region and our classification and picks. I want to win Defensive Player of the Year for the region. So I got some big goals upcoming this year, you know. But the main goal is to win the 15 game.
That's awesome, and I love that answer to close this one out. But before we get out of here, where can everyone find you on social media?
On Instagram it's the chosen dot underscore nine DACHOSEN dot underscore nine. On Twitter it's all caps Sean underscore Williams underscore nine.
Well, you heard it here first. Make sure to check him out this season. Make sure to follow his team's path towards trying to win that state championship. But that brings us to the end of this interview for myself and Sean Williams. Thank you guys for checking out another interview, and we will catch you next time.
Appreciate it.